You know, when you look at something, you always assume that it's more complicated than it actually is. And I did exactly that. I went down the route of looking at all of the mechanics of the car, the drive shafts, the blooming diffs, and God knows what, to try and work out what the click was. And it turns out to be a... Ah, dear. So, you know, a bit ago, I said this week I've been really mithered by the clicking. It was really bothering me what was going on with the car, where the noise was coming from, where the knocking was, and I just couldn't work it out. And it really was starting to grate on me. You know, thought it was going to be an expensive thing. So, bit the bullet, and I took it to a garage. And I've gone to a garage to find out what the knocking was, and now I feel like a bit of a chump. I'm not a mechanic. You probably gathered that from the stuff that I've been doing. I don't mind having a go at fixing anything. Right? If I think I know what the issue is, I'll crack on trying to fix it. But this had me stumped. I'd gone through everything, gone through all of the drivetrain that I could get to, wobbled the wheels about, the engine, you know, couldn't work it out. So I took it down to a garage at Penzance. And it was a lovely drive out there. It was a cracking evening to go out and just have a, you know, just for the drive's sake, because it is quite a jaunt. And when I got there, the guy took it out for a test drive and he drove it around up and down the roads and quite fast at times. He said, you know, it goes quite well. He said the noise from the engine, first of all, that was a relief. He said it's injectors. There's no bottom end noise coming from it at all. The bearings on those are normally pretty solid on the cranks. So that was a bit of a relief. But the other knocking noise, that dig, 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 couldn't work out where it was. I said I thought it was coming from the front. He said he thought it was coming from the back. So when we got back to the garage, he then did one thing that I hadn't thought about doing. He started feeling the car to feel where heat was building up, see if there's anything in the hubs, seeing if there's anything on the drive shaft underneath, or the gearbox, the transmission. And it wasn't until he got to the back wheel and he went, oh, that it finally became clear. Turns out that the wheel, the tyre had actually split. It's funny, when I went to get the car, you know, it comes back to you, doesn't it? It all clicks together. I'd taken the car to get a survey done underneath to see what it was going to cost to get the undercoating put on the base of the car, on the underside of the car, get the chassis coated so it's protected for years. And the guy at the time said, your tyres look a bit dicey. He said, there's some cracks in the side, you're going to have to watch that. It's not just a flat spot, you can actually see through the tread's parted, you can see down to the wires on the tyre. Now I've been bombing it back from up north down the motorway with that bob, 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 bob. I was bloody lucky, you know, that could have just shattered. So I've been online on Marketplace again, and I found myself a set of tyres. Now these really good tread on them, and they're Boost alloys. Only thing is that they'd been painted, so I did a bit of a deal and I picked up a set of 5 with these Cooper tyres that looked really good for 200 quid. The only problem is there's in Bournemouth. So Bournemouth from Truro is a fair old jaunt. But I decided to set off. It's an early start this morning. Go get these tyres and bring them back. It's now about 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm about to get the Defender on the way to go and pick up the new tyres. New to me tyres. Before I do that, I've got a couple of bits and bobs to sort. So today's mission is to go and get some new wheels which have tyres on, but it's quite a journey. It's going to be about 4 hours to get there, hence getting up early so I can get over there, and not be too late back tonight. That's oil, water. In fact, I did check the diff oil as well at the back, just to make sure that it wasn't grumbling. Just don't know. Double, treble, quadruple checking. All good. So now I can get underway. I'll be honest with you, I don't feel very prepared for this journey today. It's a bit like I only decided I was doing it last night, so it does feel a little bit sort of not rushed, but not very well considered. Is there? Put it into Waze app. Waze, God, it's a brilliant app. If you follow it properly, like I haven't in the past, and you've probably seen the results of that, but if you follow it properly, it redirects you as you're going along. So if you do come across some bad traffic, it will help you out and move you off to a different location. Tell you what, absolute bargain. I'm buying a set of 5 Boost alloys, all-terrain tyres on them. They are 8 years old, the tyres, but even so, I'm getting a set of 5, 200 notes. That's about 1,200 quid off of a brand new price. Anyway, we'll see what we've got when we get there. God, it's dark. Even with that on, it's still pretty dark. But, oh man. It's a full-size stag in concrete. There's another entry gate. Where's the house? Another one. What's that one? Lions. They don't want you in this estate then. They're definitely saying this is ours, because look at the state of this wall. Wow. Goes on and on and on and on. Right, getting close to the end. What I've got, 12:35 now. I am 12:27. 8 minutes left to go. So after a lot of travelling along, I'm now on the outskirts of Bournemouth and Christchurch. I haven't been down here for flipping decades. It's still peeing it down, which is a bit of a nose, but nearly there. First part, nearly done. Made it. I don't know where it is, but I'm here, outside of this glass place. Man, I've got to go out in this. It is peeing it down. I'm getting my coat on, because it is just too damp. Don't need them. Right then, so we have 5 excellent tyres, cross continentals on the Boost alloys. It's awesome, just what we need. Just got to get back to Cornwall now. Here we go. Right then, 3 hours 51 minutes. Let's go. Woo! And the sun's coming out. Town centre left. This is kind of cool. The main A road, the A35, which kind of takes me back across the bottom of the country, actually goes through some of the main town centres. It's completely changed again. All of a sudden, I'm down right by this place called Mudeford, Mudeford, Key. And it's lovely. It is sunny, it's warm all of a sudden. I can see the sea. I just saw the sea between the houses. That's very exciting. I don't know why it's exciting, because I see the sea all the time, but it's like being a kid again. Look, look, look. Oh no. Didn't see the sea, did we? I remember this. This is where my great auntie Win used to live. I'm sure it was down at one of these. This is going to be more like it. Yes! Look! That's what we wanted. No, that's random. That is a goat. What the funk is a goat doing? Looks like he's on his hollybobs, just looking at the sea. Don't know. Anyway, this is the Bournemouth I remember. Suncliff Hotel. I think. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but this is where my great auntie Win used to work and live. Actually, she lived there for a while before she bought a flat down the way. Suncliff. I'm pretty sure that's where she used to work. I don't know, man. I was about 7, so we're looking at nigh on too many decades ago, nearly 5 decades ago. That is a long old time. Wow. That's fun. That's taking me right back. It used to be the best holidays coming down here. I don't know why. Bournemouth Beach, Durley Chine. Like, they always had the best trampolines, and then the beach was always white, soft sand, and then you could just you could wade out for miles. Crikey O'Reilly. The Bournemouth International Centre, the BIC. Oh gosh. God, it's changed a lot. And that was fun. I enjoyed that, especially with the sun coming out. Just made it really enjoyable. Yeah, nice little bit of a break. Having a nice cruise around there, seeing Poole Harbour, man, that's massive. And loads and loads of boats out there. Even in January. It's surprising. But anyway, sun's out, which is lovely. Makes the driving so much easier. And I'm now going to head back towards home. It's going to be 3 hours, at least 3 and a bit hours now from where I am. So I should be back probably by about 6 o'clock tonight. Back. So that's 11 hours, thereabouts, out and about. Oh wow, that is a cool day, man. To get to see Bournemouth again. I haven't been there since I was a kid, man. It's awesome. And for the sun to come out just at the right time when we get to the point where we see the sea. That was really lucky. So it's a good day. It's a long drive, long drive. And you know, when I got and saw the wheels for the first time, I was convinced that this advert was the KO2s, the BFGs. Excellent. But it wasn't. So these are the Cross Continentals, which are also good. It's just not the tyre that I kind of thought I would. And I know that I'm only going to be holding them temporarily. I'm going to be using the tyres that are on there temporarily until such time I've got enough wedge together to get the BF Goodrich KO3s. I want to get the KO3 all-terrains, but I do need to do a bit of research to work out what size I need, what spaces I'm going to need to go with the... I'm thinking of putting a lift on, a 2-inch lift. I've had a look, 4 inches too much. A 2-inch lift just gives it beautiful stance. But I need then to have the right wheels to go inside of it. And then I also need to work out what that's going to do to the clock and the speedo and the mileometer and all of that, and how to do all of that. There's a fair bit of research I've got to do before I go switching into lift kits and big wheels and all that malarkey. So these wheels will be absolutely perfect because they're more secure, they're more solid than the wheels that I've got on there at the moment. They're about a third of the age of the wheels that I've got on at the moment. So hopefully those ones won't have any splits and breaks like I've had with the current wheels that I've got on. I was quite fortunate that, you know, doing so many miles today, I really thought I'd see another wheel go. But you know what, I've got 5 spares in the back, so it'd be all right, wouldn't it? Be all right. But it worked out all right, and I managed to get back, no issues whatsoever, back at home now. So I might have a little play over the weekend. We've got a big storm coming in, Eowyn or something. So I'll see how that goes, and I might just leave it until after that's blown through, and then have a play with the wheels after that. Oh. So now I've got them. So now we're going to get those fitted. Straight on those. Looks like the nuts from my old wheels are too small for the new. I don't like that, that moves around all over the place. I wasn't expecting that. So, I've had a look online and I've managed to find some alternative wheel nuts, because these ones just ain't gonna work. So I'm gonna put the old wheel back on. We'll get the new wheel nuts, the lug nuts, specific for these wheels, and then try again. These things are never so straightforward, are they? So I've loaded all the tyres back in the back of the pickup again. And I've managed to find a guy who's got some of these wheel nuts, these tapered wheel nuts. Hopefully they're going to fit. I'm going to go over there tomorrow, down to Falmouth, go and meet him. And if they work, great. 15 quid for a set of wheel nuts to go on top of the tyres that I've got. Didn't even think of that. Hey ho, where it goes, eh? But pick it up again tomorrow. What a difference a day makes. I'm on my way then to pick up these lugs, the lug nuts. Go and try them out to see if they'll fit on the defender wheels. I hope they do, because then I can put the new wheels on and it'll be sorted. Well, it's got to be said, that was a little bit frustrating. So I went along and the guy was kind enough to say, yeah, try out these wheel nuts, see if they're going to work for you. So I did, grabbed one, went to the wheel, tried it in against the size of the opening, you know, where the lug nuts go. He just went pop, straight through the hole. These openings on these wheels are so damn big. They're so damn big that it's going to need a very large, like sleeved lug nut to be able to get it in place and working. So the hunt will continue, and in the meantime I'll have to stick with the old bloody wheels. That's a bit of a shame. I'm not sure how many attempts I've had at this, and I don't know why it should be so tricky, but it's only wheels. But I've had a delivery. Look at that. Hey? So these black, I don't know whether they're anodized or what they are, they're coated anyway. So this should now be all that I need to be able to get the wheels fixed. I haven't tried them yet. So I think I'm going to get a wheel and see how they look. Another thing I want to do is I want to see how much these wheels actually lift the truck. there's a massive amount of difference between the two, but there is a little bit of difference. The new wheels sort of stand about much higher than the truck, and I'm always, when I come up to these car parks, kind of wondering, am I going to make it in or not? So I'm going to find out. The plan is to just find the highest point on the truck and then work out from there what the height is down to the ground. So all I'm doing is I've got my spirit level on the top here. Oddly, this is absolutely bang on. That's bob on in the middle. So I'm surprised that this roof line is actually flat. Next highest point is these hinges. So what I'm thinking is, if I can somehow rig this spirit level up onto these hinges and run a measure down to the ground, I can find out the height. We'll do the same again then once I've got the new wheels on, and then we'll know exactly what sort of clearance I'm going to have available to me in the future. So when I do come to these car park barriers, I'll know if I can get in or not. Right, so that is 2 meters 6 centimeters on the old wheels. Now let's get the new wheels on, see how it goes. High quality wedges. Tell you what, if you've got a technique for getting your boost alloys on and off your truck, bloody hell, let us know, because this is painful. There we go. Flip me. You were difficult. Newton meters, I need to get to 105. Actually, I'm going to double check that. That was for the metal, the steel ones. It might be a different torque setting for the alleys. LR Workshop, wheels, wheel nut, alloy. For alloy wheels, 130 Newton meters. That's higher than I thought. Crikey Bob. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay. What were we at last time? 205, wasn't it? So this time, on the hinges, there we go. So we are now at 209. So yes, we've gone up 6 foot 10 and a half. 209, 6 foot 10 and a half. All right, that's significant. Better take it for a drive then, won't we? Wow, immediately sense a difference. First bit of drive. I think the tyre pressures feel a little bit low. So that's one thing I haven't checked yet. So I need to go back and give that a little dibble dabble. I'm going to carry on round the run and see how we get on. There's no tyre rub, which is a real Brucey bonus. So when I went on tight lock, coming out the drive, if the wheels are too big, then they could rub on the bump stops and whatnot. But at the moment, no, bob on. Woo-wee! Oh, it's on the way though. Okay, there we go then. So 20, what we got? So let's see if we can get a bit more speed up. We're at 26, about 26 as well. Speeding up a bit. Ah, that's why. Well, there we go. That's cool. So it has added like 3 centimetres to the height, which is, you know, nothing really, considering how tall it is already. You know, 209 centimetres, 2 metres 9 centimetres. The wheels don't rub, they don't touch, so that's cool. I was expecting they might do a bit of catching. They roll at roughly the right speed. I found that when I got to 70, they were actually then about 5 miles an hour under. So the speedo was reading 75, but the actual speed of the car, according to GPS, was 69, 70 miles an hour. So that's quite cool. So I know if I hit 70, maybe a little bit over, I'm safe. And it changes the appearance of the truck actually. I don't know, I'll give it a bit of a blast clean down tomorrow. Don't know if I've got time today because it's already 25 past 7 and it's a bit dusk, so I don't know if I'll be able to make it today. But I think for now I'm pleased with that. There is one last little thing that I've got to do, and that is to pop this bugger in. There we go. That's the colour it should be, and after my little test out already, I've got them quite a bit coated. So that was supposed to be a 5-minute thing, just swapping over a set of wheels, that turned into 4 days of activity. Ah dear, that's the way it goes with these though, isn't it? But it's all the more fun for it. I'm chuffed I got that sorted today. It was bothering me that those old tyres were not up to the job, and when, you know, that one split, God almighty, it's isn't it mad how, I don't know if you're the same, but you know, when you look at something, you always assume that it's more complicated than it actually is. And I did exactly that. I went down the route of looking at all of the mechanics of the car, the drive shafts, the blooming diffs, and God knows what, to try and work out what the click was. And it turns out to be a bloody tyre. It's simple. But yeah, at least that's another one off the list. Got a few bits and bobs to sort with the injectors next, I think. But and I've got a lot of dents to work out how to knock out. So I think I'm going to teach myself how to do that next, and see if we can't tidy up the bodywork a little bit, and then we'll see what we do next. I've got to try and find a way of getting a winch bumper, because I've got a winch in the garage now that I want to get fitted as well. So if you know somebody who wants to get a winch bumper for me on this, then do let me know. Let me know. I'll have a chat with them. But for now, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Rich, and this is It's Adventure. Don't forget, click down there on that subscribe button if you want to see more of what happens to this Defender, or to the finish of the studio, because I've still got that to do. There's a couple of jobs left there, or I don't know. We've got some other stuff coming up as well, so we'll see. We'll share that in the near future. But for now, thanks very much for watching. My name's Rich, and this is It's Adventures. So now I've got them. So now we're going to get those fitted.